My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Dream 2, Lunar Coven Railforged, I see. And a Pyre of Entropy for me. Flesh Weaver Strix and Hallow as well. Hell yeah. Seraph Eternus Chosen of Entropy is going to be demanding a solution for the silence. So we should have some way to target the enemy backline. 2 Renovates, 2 Silver Strikes, and a Steel Steward in our base deck. So we have Steel Steward is probably our frontliner in front of Ardun for at least the first fight. I do really like a tuned Whetstone, but a Golden Idol this early is so much money. You can use that to ball out of control. Ooh, Hierophant Ardun. Incants to give armor to friendly units, and that armor on Steel Steward can only be removed in maximum 15 increment chunks. Sounds good to me. So we should be able to just set up and play bottom line. Yeah, I mean, if the Silver Strike's ready. Then, Smith, ease. Place down a Spear Steward on the next floor with a bunch of Forge on. Guess I don't really need to worry about those. Yeah, because we will win on the bottom line. So all's well. Also, it's nice that we have the Pyre of Entropy here, which is going to be handling all of our card draws, so that I can focus on probably Capacity and Energy as our 2 relics. Phase Blessings, really good. Huge amount of armor that we can pick up from that. Weldling, also for armor, but there's also Bonk for backline removal, which I want too. I really like Weldling because we could just use Renovate, get the extra capacity, throw a Weldling on the bottom line. It's a 1 size. I like that about it too. But I do really want some directed damage, and Bonk is exactly the kind of card I'm looking for there. Gimme Bonk. Hopefully I get shown another Weldling. Merchant of Steel Railforged, Merchant of Steel Railforged. I'll probably go to both. Actually, Merchant of Magic does have some really good hits in the Bonk of the Phase Blessing there. Get another Lunar Coven unit. If it's a silent unit, I know that it goes on the same floor as Ardun. If it's not, it goes on another floor. Okay. And I can take the Merchant of Magic in the next area. Intrinsic -1 and -1, both here. I like that. Intrinsic -1 for Renovate just gives us the ability to use it as additional capacity for deployment. Well, not for deployment, for the first turn after deployment. Scrivener. 2 energy, cooldown 2, draw a non-starter spell and apply -1 to its cost. That only draws Silver Strikes, Renovates, Bonk, and Phase Blessing. Great card. Scrivener's 1 size or 2 size? 1 size. So I end up playing that in deployment. I think double stack is important here. Okay, let's -1 intrinsic a Phase Blessing. That'll be a great dupe target later. It's also -1 and plus 10 the bonk. I'm just making some good cards for this deck right now. Annoyingly, we do have to let them be on every floor here, even though that's really, really annoying this time. Basically, I get to use Scrivener once, or I can put down those two. So Silver Strike can take out front and next. And then I have to take 9. Yeah, you do what you gotta do. Bonk for the removal there. Do I follow up with Smith and Renovate? I think so. So if I'm okay with taking 10 more damage, which I'm not thrilled about, but I'm okay with it, I can then develop Spear Steward bottom line, and now I actually feel confident we'll be able to kill the boss. Yeah, so that fight costs us a lot of HP. But yeah, the boss is going down, so we're all good. Could have been a lot worse. And we have this money then going into a Merchant of Steel. Bloody Moon for some backline removal as well as Energy Pump. Oh, another bonk is lovely, but there's Boilerplate. When forged, gain armor 2 permanently for each forge point spent, and I have definitely put forge points into this deck already. It started with a bunch of them. Titanite Largestone Conduit damage. Interesting. Let's have a look at the... Yes! I was really hoping to finally see the Knuckle Steward. Grr! Yes! Knuckle Steward. 3 energy, 2 size. Revenge. Gain burst 1. Oh, I've been waiting for so long to see you. I think I think you just get Largestone and Titanite right now. I think that's actually it. Well, I mean, multi-strike. Well, actually, multi-strike isn't that important because you get the burst. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Come along, Bone Dog. This is a perfect run for you. Oh, hell yeah. I do think I just pumped the Bone Dog's damage there. And I'll give some Conduit to Scrivener. Probably go Energy as our first pickup here, if I had to guess. Oh, look at him. He's so cool. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. Oh my god. Okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? And how do I do it? Should I jump with a steward so that I can cut a mass off of the Flesh Weaver? I think so. chomp a steward, then renovate and bone dog. And then behind the bone dog, I will place a scrivener when I draw it. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. This Knuckle is steward, buddy. It's so cool. Bump, bump, bump. And now it's gonna have corruption on it, so every turn it's also gonna trigger additional revenge. It's so good. This one's gotta be Scrivener draw use. Chomp. Guess we have to chomp the steward, that's fine. Get him, steward. Still got some burst from last round on you. I mean, this seems like a sterling opportunity to remove the calcified ember. Let's slow this down so we can just watch how well this Knuckle steward does in a round. Thump, 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 thump. He's so powerful. As soon as I saw that unit, I knew it would be this ridiculous. I'm so glad it is. Ooh, zero cost phase blessing. Good to see that. Beautiful. Couldn't have gone better. Oh my god. Herzel's hammer on our unit that attacks with burst? Yes. Simply yes. That will be what we take, thank you. Highest steward for the backline. Slay, restore 2 higher health. I do actually want that, but just because I'd like to heal my pyre a little, please. I think here I've got to go energy so that I can deploy Knuckle Steward, Pyre, and Scrivener. Of magic. It's not that many upgrades I want from Merchant of Magic other than just, like, you know, lowering the cost of cards in general. Let's check out the Merchant of Trinkets. Ooh, merchant cost reduced by 25%. Yes, please. Increase healing from spells by 10. That's just Phase Blessing. I don't think it's that good. Alright, Alcove. Oh. Dominating control. MLA weakness 1 and spell weakness 1 on strike. Spawn around a friendly. Yeah. Dominating power, plus 10 damage. And on strike, apply 20 corruption. I think that could easily go on the Knuckle Steward just to really, really give it to him. Make sure that bosses have, like, a huge amount of corruption, even if they do manage to survive that floor. Also, it ups its damage. Also, Hierophant 2, thank you. I do think I'm probably starting to care about removing Sphere Stewards. I'll cut one. Next area, Merchant of Trinkets with an artifact next to it? There's also a Merchant of Arms on the left-hand side there, which I'm very intrigued by. There's that Herzl's hammer. Really do need to make sure that I'm smithing the forge plate every battle as well. It's nice not to need to care. Look how ridiculous his bottom line is. Hell yeah. Forge plate gets some permanent armor there, and we are all good. Although, yeah. As long as it didn't end up drawing a... Which I don't think it could have drawn, Bonk. It would have needed to draw a card that could give me Forge for the order of that turn to need to be reconsidered. Moonglaive, Mageblade 3, we are giving some Conduit to a floor, but not a huge amount. Eclipse Chamber, we're past the point that we're going to have any silent units for that to trigger. Moon Cycle triggers additional time, not relevant to our deck. It's Moonlit Glaive or nothing. I really feel like the Glaive is so little damage. But that's right now. I might take Conduit in the future. And I do want Conduit in this deck. A little bit. Machinist's Tome. Giving Steel Guard to a friendly unit. Specifically the Knuckle Steward. I want to go Merchant of Arms here because Merchant of Arms has Herzl's Hammer, which I can give in deployment, and that's like the scaling from playing that in deployment is just ridiculous. It's exactly what I need. Dusk Battle. No. Stoic Plate Mail? Stoic Plate Mail is actually pretty good on Steel Steward because it can't disable Steel Guard. I'm not gonna throw a Steward's Quarters top line. It's just not gonna happen. Take a Void Armament for card removal. Boiler Room bottom line solves all of our energy problems. Yeah. Bloodthirsty Blade is also decent, but given that I'd have to like merge it with a Herzl's Hammer to put it on the unit that's going to use the most, significantly less so. Also, the Boiler Room is incredible, so why not take it? I'd love to be able to fly the right unit down. I'd probably just give this to the Knuckle Steward anyway, because it's not like you have an ability. with this much excess money, it does feel inappropriate to... Well, but those can be removed with the Void Armament if played correctly. It's in our next area. Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic with an Empyrean Well. Alright, I'm gonna ball out at that. I'm gonna save all of my money for that. I'm gonna try and make, like, all of our spells ridiculous. Hopefully make one of them so ridiculous I want to dupe it. I don't think I'm duping this Knuckle Steward, despite the fact that it's ridiculous, because I don't think the second one does anything. I think the first one kills everyone, and then the second one just watches. Like that. I love that all of them got multi-strike as well. That's just more hits for me. Let's pop a Shield Steward down with a Void Armament. See if I can remove you. Might have to circle back to Bloody Moon to even be able to, though. I'm storing additional burst on the bottom line. Oh. Good God, Knuckle Steward, what is wrong with you? Oh, I'm so sad I didn't get back to the boilerplate. At least, I did get Bloody Moon, so I can purge that guy. No, my boilerplate! I have so many forge points for you. He didn't even finish his first volley! Lunacy, phase X times, apply 1x conduit. I don't care about phasing, but I do care about conduit a little bit, and an X-Cos card sounds good to me. Sacrifice a unit to Forge 5, no thank you. Do I take a car collapse? Deal damage to enemy unit equal to 30 times the capacity of this floor, and then reduce the capacity to 1. Yes, but only because I don't care about the others. Ooh, -2 cost consume, remove consume. Pretty appealing. Spell chain phase blessing will -2 cost consume, remove consume from, I think maybe a renovate. Extend magic power to a Bloody Moon, reroll. Intrinsic for Machinist's Tome. I'm gonna give a Holy Stone to Lunacy. Actually, maybe just to the other renovate. This Lunacy could want other upgrades. Plus 20 magic power consumed for a silver strike that I'm not using otherwise. -1 cost for a smith. As for our Duke, I feel like it's maybe Bonk. Bonk or Phase Blessing. Yeah, it feels like it's Bonk or Phase Blessing for the dupe here. It could be Bone Dog, but I don't think I need the second Bone Dog at all, whereas I do think I need the second Bonk. The Merchant of Magic, like, the removal at any merchant, not Merchant of Magic, but the removal doesn't seem like a great option to us just because Shield Steward and Spear Steward, I'm going to remove probably one of them this fight with the Void Armament. If I remove too many cards from the deck, I start just drawing Vengeful Shards exclusively every turn. All of these Smiths can be removed, but they're not a high priority. I think I might just keep adding cards to this deck instead. The secret removal. Adding. Boiler Room, then Bloody Moon. I will renovate for 3 on the bottom line. Oh, I should play my X cost for 0 as well, because it's still armor for the floor. Oh, when I don't have to change anything and I'm already winning the line. I think I'll take my turn off. Do I want to remove the Steel Steward now? Because I do have the Void Armament, I've got the Steel Steward. Otherwise, I'm probably not removing anything in this fight. Steel Steward's currently my only possible frontliner for another floor. I don't think I want to remove that. Car collapse the top line, there you go. Who needs capacity on a line I'm not playing? In order to give myself a chance of removing the Spear Steward next turn, I'll set up like this. Because if I draw specifically Void's Armament with one of the 8 cards from our new deck, yeah, then I'd be able to remove the Spear Steward, but I can't. Oh well. So we'll be fighting on bottom floor next turn. Didn't you die? Oh no, I bopped you by incanting on the other floor. Right, that's why Strix isn't dead. Oof. It's all good. We'll still be fine. Actually, it works out a lot better for us, as now... Wait. No, I don't even have access to a unit that would want to be removed. Yeah, no, I can just do big renovates for a bunch of healing. And another one for even more healing. Send it. Assembly room with Bone Dog? The only problem is it's the front non-champion. So, like, Bone Dog would have to be at the front of the line for that to happen. That's the real problem. This dupes the front unit. I don't think I want to dupe the front unit on any floor. Like, I could be duping another Knuckle Steward every so often, but again, the first Knuckle Steward's way better than the rest of them. I'm leaning towards Railforge Spike. Just a big forge number, please. I think I should go energy rather than capacity. I do feel like it can kind of just invalidate the need for capacity pretty quickly. Merchant of Arms would mainly be about making the boiler room deployable for ongoing energy. But ongoing energy also isn't that much of a problem for us. We took energy and energy as our pickups. There's certainly still upgrades that I can do on our spells that are useful, just not that many. I'm gonna go Merchant of Arms. Second Hoses Hammer. Trap Shoot? Yes. I quite like that. Just throw it on the top floor, and then against flying bosses, it's turns of extra dazed, as well as sending them back down to the bottom. I mean, Swift Steel's nice, but I don't want to attack before my enemies. Other than maybe Pious Steward if someone gets past and I need healing. It's so far away from what we actually need that I don't think it's worth planning around that. I will give the boiler room the upgrade I've been speaking about. I'm also now, I believe, intentionally gonna start cutting, like, the second floor. The second floor's not gonna do anything for us at this point. It's so far beyond it. Alright. Well, do I Urzel's Hammer merge with Iron Tongue to get that on the Knuckle Steward at the start? It's sweep and strikes all of the enemies. I mean, yeah, yeah. It gives corruption to all of the enemies on strike as well. Yeah, it's Knuckle Steward and just the ridiculous Urzel's Iron Tongue, I think. Let's remove 2 copies of Smith. And probably the Shield Stewards. I want to remove basically all of the second floor units. I'm going to remove the Shield Steward. I'm probably going to cut the Steel Guard. I really don't see the other floors being used. That's why we put the bonks in the deck. There you go, Steel Steward, multi-strike for you. And if I end up removing you from the deck related to that multi-strike, so be it. Collapse to take out the silence, so everyone's okay with this floor again. There goes Steel Guard. No need to deal with you anymore. Here's a boilerplate for hundreds more defense. Again, there goes the bonk for stopping the enemy from silencing us. So we only do 150 to the Avowed Gladiator in the back line. With 60 corruption. And then we also win the bottom line the next turn. All's well. Mwah. Glittering drafts? I don't really need that HP restoration, but... Moonrise, then? Maybe just additional energy? Actually, no, I'm just going to take Cosmic Bolt as coverage for kill the backline enemy. Mass production. Create a copy of a unit. Champion unit, equipment, or room card in hand. That hitting Boilerplate, decent. That hitting... Scrivener, or maybe Bone Dog is fine. I'll take Masterwork for Jade instead, then. I really can't imagine unit upgrades that are needed more than removals and dupes. No need to double stack anything. First unit you summon each turn gains Conduit 4. Thank you. The Pyre gains Burst 4. If nothing else, that's just really good for the Titan fight. Units get an extra upgrade slot. I've already given 4 upgrades to the same unit. Whenever you play a room card, apply a +1 capacity to that floor. Not bad. On deployment, draw a non-damage spell from your deck. It costs -1. Might as well. Equipped units gain armor 10. Shot. -1 do costs. And also give Permafrost. I think this goes on Cosmic Bolt, just to guarantee that I have access to removal when I need it most desperately. -2 cost gain Consume. I can put that on Bloody Moon. I don't need to play that many times. Holdover and Spell Chain. I'm going to put Holdover on Cosmic Bolt just so after I draw it for the first time, I always have access to it for the rest of the battle. I think if I'm going to Spell Chain anything, it should just be something that I intend to play on turn 1. So, give me another copy of the Machinist's Tome for that then. Lower the cost of a Smith. Plus we consume for another Silver Strike. As for our double removal here, I'm pretty close to cutting the Fire Steward as well. It would be mean to cut the Bone Dog. That's the only reason I'm not going to do it. In terms of optimization, do I need that Bone Dog? Absolutely not. Although having another unit on the bottom line actually striking isn't that bad. You know what? I'm sorry, Bone Dog. I've been talking about you like you're a card, when in reality, you are a dog. Which has a whole different set of standards. This one's Boiler, Knuckle. Yes. I'm gonna buff the enemies a bunch here first, just so I can show what they can do. Wow, that's a lot of incoming damage. Anyway. Got that down by 18. too many of you are hitting me for my tests. Let's... those. I don't need to car collapse for any reason here. Alright. First silence unit dead. Trap shoot dazes the boss, throws him back on the bottom line. I'm silent. I'm sapped down here, but that's okay. Not too much of an issue at all. Ooh. Managed to draw out another bonk. A bonk I won't be able to use to remove anyone. Give a giant armor plate to Scrivener, who definitely doesn't need it. Make room for the 2 additional Bone Dogs we're going to draw. There's Bone Dog the first. Guess I can give Void Armament the additional damage to Ardun here. Oh my god, that's a big Railforge spike. Bone Dog! With big numbers because of the forge! Welcome to the field, Bone Dog. Oh, no. You come back down here, buddy. And then I'll bonk the silence unit, not letting that happen. I have no more units to play. Yeah, so it's time to car collapse as well. Although really, didn't have too much of an impact there at all. It's definitely worth still incanting. Score back 3 of our capacity at least. Not that that'll ever affect anything. And no silence even on this turn, thank you. Having a lot more success accounting for silence recently. Which is nice, because I got jump scared and lost a couple of runs to it a while ago, and I'm still in the emotional space of like, no, need to make 1000% certain that I have enough spells in this for removing those units every single time. I'm not getting caught off guard again. Get him, Knuckle. Absolutely knuckle those fools. And that's up to a 200 out of 200 on the Pyre of Entropy, typically one of the weaker pyres. Sadly, the first time it attacks, it won't yet have any damage bonuses because you don't get a Pyolite until the second round of combat because it comes in Resolve, which is after the first round of combat. Alas. Nice little renovate. So there goes all of our burst on the pyre. But we're also like a round ahead of combat. But otherwise might not have been. Yeah, this is what I was talking about when removing all of those cards from the deck. I've got so many Vengeful Shards in here. Although this was still an unlucky draw, drawing, what, like 6 of them in this hand? And I've only got 4 left in the last 21. Beautiful. I probably don't care to Silver Strike through the Shields of Dominion. It's probably best just to throw them away against Savagery on top. Bone Dog number 1 has arrived. This is getting a lot closer, a lot faster than I thought it would. So, Entropy's almost dead this round. Savagery's not close. Dominion's closer than it looks. I think I might use the Trapdoor next turn to throw Savagery back down to the bottom line. Yep. Savagery and Entropy die this turn as a result of that. Drop a boilerplate for a bunch of armor as well, because we can, damn it. And one more, 2 more? One more turn of Pyolite after this and we've got the win. Many of these renovates as I can to heal back up. Yeah. I mean, this isn't a speed run, but like, it very much. Yeah, in terms of the numbers, this isn't a speed run. In terms of the vibe, oh, 1000%. I saw this character and was like, I'm pretty sure I can just single carry with you, and then did. There's Pyolite. There's a Renovate as well. Why not? Car Collapse for hundreds of damage for everyone. Although I don't really feel like it'd be right to put the car collapse in the thumbnail. It's not really related to anything that happened in this run. This was the Knuckle Steward run. This was Knuckle Steward, this was Iron Tongue, and this was Herzel's Hammer. GG, buddies. I'm so glad. I've been waiting. I've seen Knuckle Steward when I unlocked it. I've also seen it around a little bit as well. I've seen people talk about the Knuckle Steward and how much they enjoy the Knuckle Steward. I'd never gotten to actually see its animation before. That's a huge part of it. But also, my god, what a powerful unit. Very appropriately rare. Absolutely appropriate. We even managed to Gild 2. Been a while since I've had a run that Gilded 2. Also, much more than our previous record of corruption, but I can't claim that was what was doing most of our damage. Well played. That was fun. I'm gonna jump back to the outpost. I think I will go to the Soul Savior in the next episode. It's been a while. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsyPlays. And Robert the Thank to, and a special thanks this episode to Matthew. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.